This is Into Math 3rd grade, lesson 6.6, represent division with bar models. I can use a bar model to represent and solve a division problem and to write a division equation. Please gather your workbook and a pencil and turn to page 159. You can pause if needed. We will start under Spark Your Learning. This visual model shows how many pictures Miss Kim takes of her dog in 3 days. And here's the visual model here. The circles would represent the 3 days, and then it's showing how many pictures each day, which you could count as 4 in each circle. Show the visual model in a different way. Explain your visual model. If you would like to pause and try this on your own and come back, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you can follow along with me. Let's review the facts we know. There are 3 days, and in the visual model, there are 4 in each day, 4 pictures taken in each day. So we just have to create that in a different way, and we know that 3 times 4, or 3 4 times, is going to give us 12. So we can use something different, like maybe we want to use some cubes, and we're going to take 12 cubes and just put them into groups of 3 with 4 in each in a different way. So here I have 12 cubes, and I've put them in those 3 groups with 4 in each group. And now I'm just going to explain my thinking and what I did. I used 12 cubes. I divided the 12 cubes into 3 groups, and there are 4 cubes in each group. Turn to the next page, page 160. We will start under Build Understanding, part 1. Sasha has 8 feet of yarn for a knitting project. She cuts the yarn into 4 equal pieces. How can you use a bar model to find the length of each piece of yarn? Complete the bar model to show equal groups. Okay, so they have started a bar model. They put the total number of yarn here, 8 feet, and they use this bracket to demonstrate that this is all of the 8 feet. Now let's take a look at part A. How many boxes do you need to show the equal pieces of yarn Sasha cuts? How many more boxes do you need to draw? Well, we can go back into the word problem and find that she will cut 4 equal pieces. So we can answer, if we know that each box represents 1 equal piece of the yarn, then she will need 4 pieces. And that means she needs 4 boxes. Now let's look at the other question. How many more boxes do you need to draw? If there are 2 boxes and we need a total of 4, then I will need to draw 2 more boxes. And you can go ahead and pause and draw them in yourself, or just follow along with me. So I will draw 1 box and then 1 more, and I'll end where that bracket ends using all of the 8 feet. Okay, so now I know that there are 4 sections, 4 boxes that I will need to put the 8 feet of yarn. So I can put equal groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that means I've used all of the yarn, and I found that each equal piece is actually 2 feet, which is right here. So I can replace my drawing with a number. So I'll go ahead and write those in, 2, 2, 2, and 2, which represents the 2 feet of yarn that allows Sasha to have 4 equal pieces using all of the 8 feet. Let's take a look at question B. What part of the bar model shows the length of each piece of yarn? I can answer that the number inside each equal box shows how long each piece of yarn is, and that would be 2 feet. The next part, Part C, asks what division equation can you write for the bar model? You may pause this video and try this on your own and come back, or just follow along with me. Well, first we're going to take a look at the information. We had 8 feet of yarn. Then we divided, I'm going to draw a division symbol. We divided the 8 feet into 4 boxes, or 4 equal pieces. And when we did that, this is an equal sign, we found that each equal piece was 2 feet. A quick review of each of the vocabulary words that go along with the division equation. In our word problem, the 8 is the dividend, which means that is the number that is to be divided in the division problem. And then we have our 4 right here, which would be the divisor, and that is the number that divides the dividend. That's what we cut the 8 feet into, or 4 equal parts. And then the last part is our quotient, which is this 2, and the quotient is the number that results from dividing. So that's just a quick review of the vocabulary that we're building as we keep practicing our division equation. So now we can confidently answer the final question. How long is each piece of yarn? It is 2 feet. Please remember that you can always go back and rewatch this video and pause along the way as needed.